guess that it's not from the fact, rather I would say grimaces, but you imagine that it's because it's an orc saying that. Purely because of that fact, because then he like grumbles again and says, well, I can very much understand practicality. Doesn't make me stop from being pissed off that my greenskin would ransack our home.
We haven't ransacked anything. Nothing here has been stolen or taken.
Yeah, we were too worried about what was happening here to take anything.
Yeah. Well, lad, we might trust this, but we're gonna verify this. If you don't mind. Well, what I'm saying, I don't care if you mind it or not. It's our home, so we're gonna check it out or one way or the other. Oh, I'm looking at that. Okay. Okay, why the fuck I rolled for Cherok? I saw that he has like -1.
What were we rolling diplomacy for?
No, just shouldn't have rolled that. So you're saying that we are looking for allies, but for what specifically?
I rolled 4.
We can defend ourselves, but our home, but we are not exactly the kind that looks for a fight. We can finish the fight if someone brings it to us, but we're not warlike folk.
What we primarily need is information. That is something that we are sorely lacking right now.
Information, and any specific that? Do you know anything already, or are you walking in blind?
Close as. We know is there is a certain creature prowling these lands. Some sort of undead. We think it may be linked to the madness that is prevalent on these isles.
Well, we didn't see a giant ghost, but one of our brothers before. Actually, but there was something else we saw. A large shadow sailing through the skies. A dragon, big as they come. It was hard to tell if it looked alive or not, but it looked fucking scary. Before we decide to cut ourselves, we don't believe it lives. It made the... Fuck, I should like change the... So, we don't believe it made like a nest in here, but if you'll be traveling up there, you should just keep an eye to the skies. Apart from that, well, you definitely will have to look on weird... how will you say that in this tongue? Weird things in reality. As in, let's say you could move... You can walk through the forest at one moment, and then you're doing the next step and you find yourself somewhere else. How many years ago, how that one visitor called it anomalies. Yes, I believe this is how it was called. We are not experts on magic, but with all that is going on, the planar stuff, the other existences, basically borders between where we live, where, for example, there's like all the earth and whatnot, the borders, the walls can be very thin. So be mindful of that.
We have noticed an instance like that already.
Yeah, well, this time I will remember it better. Not that I reminded you of this.
It is good to know that there are more.
Yeah, yes, lad, yes.
Do you know anything of why the other natives went crazy, and if I even may, why you weren't affected?
We are not exactly sure, but I think one, because we decided to like turn ourselves to stone and wait it out. But on the other, even before we decided to turn ourselves to stone, we decided to like not. We didn't have that many visitors, and even if someone stalked these, ventured near our entrance, our home, and they proved to be already afflicted with something, we thankfully managed to take care of them, bury the bodies, and then just, as I said, we are not exactly experts on magic of any kind, but if this was like a large area of effect, spell or magics or whatever else, maybe it didn't reach us. Or maybe if the origin, the source was different, maybe it didn't visit us. So we decided not to tempt fate. And so far, if the year has passed, then at the very least, for a year, we were undisturbed. But yeah, if you know something about the living inhabitants of this land, the other tribes, essentially he would give you like one bit of information, something that the kobolds didn't know, or rather they didn't pinpoint the source, the lair, because that particular tribe has been appearing all over the island in many places, doing kind of like appearing, disappearing, moving through the underground. And then they essentially mentioned that probably somewhere underground there's a Helmoth tribe. The goblins, but not only goblins, partaking with some fiendish powers, their mouths and eyes dancing with fire. As he's describing that, definitely Zixos about others. If you want, you can make fuck. Goblins would count under knowledge.
Local, I think.
Local. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're once again classed as humanoid. So
Knowledge, local, go.
Correct.
Oh, crap. Mm,
can I please stop like being on a D5 instead of a D20, please?
Don't worry, I'm right there with you.
All right. However, thankfully, the way he describes these goblins, to you, Coron, that sounds like a Hylian subtype of goblin. And Hylians are... Oh, for fuck's sake. Give me a moment, I need to like find that to give it properly. Yeah, Hylian. And these goblins are born of dark energies. And yeah, they can be identified by the flames dancing in their mouths. And they have like a very fiery gaze in their eyes. The most specific thing about them is that they are immune to fire. They gain And they also gain a bite attack that deals, apart from normal damage, this fire damage.
Okay.
So basically, it's like a subtype of goblin, a specific kind.
Sounds like these goblins are aligned with foul magics. I have a feeling that if we were to find this tribe, we would be doing this area a favour by wiping them out.
Well, we, as you might imagine, we avoided interacting with them or even coming into conflict with them, but from what other visitors have said over the years before all of this madness has begun, they are not traveling alone. Yeah, they serve some nasty creatures you can find, like a weird, not dogs, but like more fiendish looking canines.
What?
And other larger
Well,
creatures.
well, Success says excitedly. Well, if we beat them up, would that prove to you that we're worth being friends, trading partners, or allies, or and friends? Mm.
We don't need to do the deeds to prove yourself anything. So far, we are discussing at this. The question is, lads, what do you exactly would expect from us? What's sort of like a business trade arrangement?
Yeah.
And so,
Well,
as we'll be
set.
going with that, now you can make me a diplomacy rolls to see like what's the baseline determining like how much you can ask of them, or how much they will be like willing to go for you.
Success is
The
excited.
DC will not be that high because you, let's say, the conversation went as well as could have been.
Yeah, should we get Corin to make that? I mean, I got a diplomacy of 8, so fingers crossed this goes well.
I mean, it's up to you guys. How do you want to? If anyone wants to roll, if one person rolls and others go for assist.
Yeah, I got -2 diplomacy. I'm like, yeah, I'm not the
Success
talking
is
person.
Success is gonna try, despite not knowing the language and not actually, being very good at this. Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm actually trained in this.
God fucking damn.
It's just
That's my one good roll of the session.
Hell yeah.
I just figured Zixus is like dancing around making hand gestures and all.
Trying to be excited, like doing big wavy arm motion about how cool they are.
Or words, he's trying to talk like an Italian.
Yeah, I imagine that you've got Corin and Azrak just talking over like the actual discussion, such as
Yeah.
trying to set up our crafter with an actual like resources that you can work with.
Yeah, which is like very freaking ironic that the race that they usually dwarves do not like is leading the diplomatic efforts, and they actually work off because with the rolls with 23, let's say with assist, so like up to 25.
Yeah.
That would be a good DC. So what we are aiming for? Are you aiming for that? They essentially, all of these dwarves should pack up and join your main base of operations to assist Ulfgar there, or
I'm thinking they should all. I'm thinking that the Wanderer should pack up and move over here. It's got a forge and everything.
mind you, this place is not as big and it is also not as defensible. To be fair.
Okay.
Well, they could either move to us, or we could like send a couple of guards to this place and have them like work this place, sending minerals back down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not in the particular mood to ask them to move. I don't think that'd be a good idea, but I think there should at least try and be some sort of like trading between the two places.
Very well. Am I right to assume that from the expedition you have mentioned, we are not the only ones that managed to reach this place?
Correct.
Indeed.
Well, we'll try to start restoring our defenses and runes in this place, but seeing what's going on, if you have anyone that is specialized in, well, traps, defenses that could further reinforce our home so that we can work in peace to also assist you, then that would be a trade we'll be willing to make.
I think we do have someone like that, don't we? That ranger guy. That
Yeah.
is totally not an assassin.
Yeah, essentially, how does that work? That essentially they can like send over few guys for a while to like keep guard, and then maybe at some point in time to have Ulfgar come over, look over, maybe offer some pointers and additional hands for like magic's transportation maxes to offer like basically reinforce that area. Maybe some mage, but yeah. In short, it is possible to grant that. Obviously, that means you have like contact the command, the base of operations to like relay that information. Because I don't believe any one of you has spending spell.
We don't have magic.
We're an entirely martial party, yeah.
Yeah. So I think. Oh, okay. So that brings, I think, another question. Do you basically decide to like turn back to, or maybe because I think I don't remember. Did Simon said that it's possible that he might be next week?
Yeah, I think he did. I think
Okay.
it was for the next couple of weeks he might be free.
Okay. So. I mean, okay, it's up to you. Like, do you like basically either the whole party goes back, or do you like send only someone to go back and you wait here, or to relay the information, or what do you do? Because in short, it is like you basically can set up the trade deal with this group of now allied deep dwarves who are also craftsmen focused.
Just out of curiosity, did they say how far away the this goblin tribe was?
I mean, they do not have the Hellmouth, the Hellions. They do not have information where where there's like the main layer stronghold. It is possible they are living somewhere underground, under dark, but they were like appearing all over the all over the land.
Okay. I don't know. I say we send Sherrick back. It'd be one of the quickest ones to get back, given how he actually has survival as a skill and 30-foot movement speed.
Okay, so I think that was like basically after 2 days. So but the question is, as he's like going back there, do you like continue onwards, or just like basically use the hospitality of these dwarves and maybe start like helping them around in setting up the forges, lighting up the forges again, or what do you do? Essentially, do you stay here, wait for Cheryu to get back, which would be in like, let's say, he's good with survival. So let's say I'm gonna be nice this time and say that it will be like 3 days of waiting, not 4 for him alone.
Do we feel like going on a random patrol to just clear the area of beasties, or what?
Yeah, sounds like a plan to me. Let's go make sure there's no dangerous beasts around here. He success at sharpening his sword. So yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
Well, I shouldn't be encouraging our habits.
So yours. I mean, I'm still doing some things on the fly, but I spent way too much time preparing this entire encounter table, and even my head was hard after I finished writing everything down. I was like, fuck, there's too much of this shit. Okay, so would that count as a random encounter? I should just like pick this option if you are especially looking for trouble.
Hell yeah.
Okay, but still, you can basically, anyone who's leading your patrolling efforts can make me a DC 17
All right, who's the most bloodthirsty right now?
DC 17 survival.
Probably best that we have Corin do that. I think is the one that has survival right behind Jarek.
As I said, who's the most bloodthirsty one is the one leading the encounter, I think.
I'll make the roll.
Okay, so you'll be able to actually not get surprised by this and basically have a chance to observe and determine like the even if you actually want to hit them, or if you hit them, then how. Okay, and now
We stumble upon a tribe of Hellion goblins. What luck!
I mean, you laugh, but this is one of the encounter options.
I'm fine with counting Hellion
And
goblins.
basically, the knowledge was that this is a possibility. Okay. Oh my god. Ask and you shall receive.
Nice.
Because that 31 falls exactly onto that option.
Hey!
So give me a moment, because I will have to copy stuff.
Let's fucking go.
And prepare Tokerinos.
Mhm.
Oh my fucking god. Not this. Paste. And to be fair, it's at the very least we might begin the encounter, because I cannot promise we'll go through all of it, because even if you guys have more time, yeah, I kind of also have like other stuff I want to and kind of have to do apart from this, so I'll probably be calling it like in half an hour.
Yeah, fine.
All right, boys, it's time to speedrun this encounter. Let's
I mean,
go.
it's not a case of a speed, and we'll begin this and then
Yes.
go. Fuck. Okay, so it's these guys. These guys, and then this fucking thing. Okay, so I need. Fuck. This. By the way, if you like in the meantime want to like have like a social scene as you're like doing the patrol, and we'll be setting up on a location where you'll be able to like ambush yeah, a group of Hylian goblins with something else.
I have a cave troll.
Not exactly.
Look at those puny weaklings. Yeah, it's time to show us the glory of the Eternal Wanderers. Mm.
Six is over here trying to prove that he is the best goblin.
The one true goblin. Yes.
I am your one true king.
Alright, so that's fucking them. However, I'm gonna say.
Pat still on the back. All right. You do what you good best, right?
I will improve their attack rolls a little bit and a little bit of HP. They will probably still be dying in one hit, but they are not that super ultra super weak. Thankfully, this is not a trope. This is not a troop. So that's something. Okay, so that's them. And now these fuckers. What would be the token for them? Ooh. Let's say this. It's not a humanoid, but
Oh.
essentially I might as well put you on a map. The enemies will be in the middle, in that middle clearing, and essentially because you've succeeded on your survival, you can decide where you put your tokens on the ledges, ridgelines around, so you can strategize like how do you want to position yourselves as I'm preparing the tokens. Yeah, apart from that, apart from the Hellion Goblins, you'll be seeing 5 creatures that resemble a thin, lanky wolf that have reddish brown fur, white claws, and burning fiery red eyes. Identifying that creature, because it's an outsider, falls under knowledge planes, I believe.
Yep. So where can we set up our little ambush again?
Yeah, you have the map,
the ridge.
and you can like on the ridge lines, on like the borders of the map, because the middle clearing is where the enemies are. So it's up to you if you like group up and attack from one direction, or do you like encircle them?
Do we want to encircle, or do we want to go just all out one side, balls to the walls?
I mean, I'm going to be in the middle of them, so I don't know what you're planning.
Now, which way they're gonna be coming?
They will be in the middle because you will stumble upon them as they are making the rest. Because you've won survival checks, so you can like basically get a drop on them. That's how it works. Okay. With an 18 Zil, you know that they have hell. These are hellhounds. Which, well, they are immune to fire. They are vulnerable to cold. Their bite attack deals fire damage, and they also have breath weapon. 10-foot cone. Those are the stats, but they do not have any other special abilities. And that's 15, 16. Okay. However, seemingly, okay, I'm gonna give like 40 of this, you will see the names, and all of this entire group is led by yet another creature that also looks like an outsider. All of them, however, are medium, but the one that's clearly looking like an alpha of the pack is also a canine, snarling that this canine beast is stalking on all fours. It has a slender form, or rather slender front, but its limbs, they're looking more like hands and not like wolf's paws. This is also an outsider, so you can make another knowledge plane check.
If I recall, that's a Barghest. But yes, knowledge planes.
Out of character, yes, you are correct.
Another 6. Ugh.
Well, stop
Hey, it's
rolling
Barghest.
Yes, indeed, it is a Barghest.
That's pretty much all I remember, though, so I don't actually remember much else.
It's a Barghest. What does it do? Actually, don't remember.
So I'm gonna give that much health, that much AC. And yeah, technically it has polymorph, but it's not hiding its form. It doesn't change. It doesn't look like a goblin or wolf. And okay, so with these rolls, you do know that it doesn't. Its damage resistance it's 5, but can be bypassed by magic, which I believe all of you have. The most important thing, apart from the fact it has like bite and claw attacks, it has spells. At will, it can cast Blink, Levitate, Misdirection, and then once per day, it has Charm Monster, Crushing Despair, and Dimension Door.
This is a greater Barghest, isn't it?
No, this is normal one.
Oh, shit.
Normal one has those spells. Greater one has different ones. Sorry, not different ones, but has a couple more.
Shit, I forgot how terrifying these were. So don't you fight one at level 3 in Rise of the Rune Lords?
Yeah, I think so.
At least he's outnumbered.
And at least you've all got that +1 to will saves. So I think Crushing Despair is a will
So
spell.
is telekinesis.
Thank
Oh,
God
yeah.
for will saves.
Well, thank God for bonuses to will save. Fuck will saves.
Very sad. But I'm actually very happy that I got that cloak of resistance.
Yes.
All right. Let me place them. They're like set up around here. There are 5 hellhounds. One, two, three, 4. Let's say 5. And then we have 10 Helion goblins. And sorry, I'm gonna be rolling once for initiative. For each type of creature. Just so.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not for every creature, for each type of creature, but each I won't be tracking each separate creature because fuck that, it's too many of them. Okay, so that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the last 2. Okay, this is how they are placed as they're like this, making this short rest, as this clearly looks like some sort of like a hunting party that recently came out from their hiding holes, and they are stalking the surrounding area looking for a prey. As they're like placed like here, you can still adjust your own starting positions if you want. If not, we may roll initiative.
All right.
I was gonna say, might be best that Corin stays in the center so you can all benefit from.
Actually, I'm gonna see.
So it was like Corin there. And of course,
the Barghest.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna go.
This is the Barghest extermination party. Let's go.
Fucking go.
Okay, you can click on your tokens and roll initiative.
Alright.
Okay, I'm off to a good start.
I'm off
Wow.
probably to a bad start.
Basic goblins have +6. Interesting.
Big decks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dex and improved initiative.
So the question is, would this be a surprise round?
And of course, I make a first roll for initiative and they get that 20.
Oh yeah, I think this would be a surprise round, wouldn't it?
Hellhounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
No, I can't remember what it is with that. Is it? Oh, that's it. Yeah, you can interlock shields as a free action.
Oh yeah. Shield gaming.
Oh my god, Corin's AC right now is holy shit.
Oh.
25.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, as I mentioned, you did get a drop of them, so we're going with the surprise round.
So yeah, standard action each. Do we plan this out or do we just run in?
I think the
Six plus
Bargus is the thing that needs to die.
6+1 run like this and try and beat it up.
Remember, you can half charge during a surprise round.
Yeah. Okay, well that's going to be unfortunate. I can't move very far.
I can reach a goblin. He's gonna have a bad time.
Okay. Alright. Success moves here. Makes an attack with the hit 2 people, and the next 2 attacks versus the Bargeist with the Wind Blades. Using Tidal Blade and Elemental Flux. Actually, no. I can't use the Tidal Blade. So I'd use the Wind Blades and just a normal attack. So yeah, that's my turn.
So that's 30 versus AC hits, which does 16.
Yes, all against the Bargeist.
Alright, and then versus touch. That's a fucking crit for 28.
28 plus 9, so 37.
Good thing I gave it almost full hit points, but it's still almost dead.
Yeah, let's get. It's Bargeist killing time, boys. So,
Okay, so that was
That's
your
okay.
surprise. Azrak.
I'm going to charge this goblin. And once I get up to him, I'm going to swift action and switch it to my damage stance. And there you go. With 22.
That hits. For 12, right?
Yep.
That extra damage applies. Okay, you deal a hefty blow, but with the very slimmer of health, 3 hit points left. That goblin remains alive, and it becomes. I'm pretty sure it becomes grappled. Yep. It becomes grappled.
Huzzah. You know, I should have power attacked, because then he'd be dead. But I did not have that on. And that's my own fault.
Alright. Zillow.
Hello, front and center.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna,
Surprise round.
considering how much we have, I'm gonna be smart for a second. I'm putting shield on myself. I'm taking a 5-foot step.
I mean, you could have probably drank a shield before we charged in.
Yeah, I will allow that.
Alright.
I was doing that often in the previous campaign. That I was counting buffs from the moment the combat started.
Alright, so close. Alright, now, how far can I charge again?
Your full movement speed, but only that. So if you've got movement to the 30 feet.
Well, and mine is 40, so it will go there. And since it's I guess I'll use I think it's a swift action to go in my blood reach. Double check.
I think it's actually a free action. I think.
Yeah, it's on double checking. You know, if and when Roll20 actually wants to let me scroll through anything.
You said was it Blood Rage? You said.
Yep.
Free action.
What? Yeah. Oh, nice.
Alright.
I
Come
think
on.
it throws me off because 5th edition Barbarians is Swift.
Yeah.
Or
Got bonus
equivalent
action.
bonus, yeah.
Alright, so we got that one. Come on. Update. Come on, sheet.
Should I enlarge your token or not?
Nah, I'm just... That way I can still attack. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna attack instead. Come on. Come on, sheet. You can do it. I got faith in it. You know, eventually my sheet is going to update with my boss.
One day. One
One
day.
day.
Sixes.
Yeah.
All the way at top, you can, there's a recalculate button. You can click
Yeah,
that
that's what
one
I
if you want.
hit. That's what's taking so long.
Oh no, oh no.
And
Alright,
then when I
good luck.
scroll, then when I gotta scroll down, it's like, come on. Alright. There. That's against the Hellhound.
Alright. Yeah, that hits for 16.
It would also get the sneak attack because it'd be flat-footed.
Oh,
Because
right.
of us, pride round.
22. So you bite a nice chunk out of this fiendish body. However, it is still badly wounded, but it's still alive. It seems like they were pretty well fed. As in, I gave them kind of higher amount of hit points. Okay, and Koron, your surprise round.
Yeah, well, I don't get to move very far, so Corin is going to move to... Either way, someone's not going to be getting my aura.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised that I'm going third in the party.
Everyone's going to move here.
I know, I rolled. I forget, what does your aura do again?
+1 AC, +1 will. It's a morale bonus to both, so it affects touch for
Alright.
AC as well. And Corin is going to do this, although it's just going to be just slamming his pole arm on the floor.
Clone, clone, clone. Nice.
Alright.
Woohoo!
Hellion Goblins, the motherfuckers that rolled natural 20 on their initiative.
Oh lord, they're coming.
Yeah, they are going to see that their glorious beast leader, which they follow, is in danger. And the ones that are starting from the left. So that he has like that. All three of them on the left, they pull out their short bows and they begin firing on Zixos as the most pressing threat that just almost cleaved their Barkest in half with one swing. Okay, so we're gonna have 3 attacks with that. 1, nope, 2, 22.
Looking for 25 thanks to Corin.
Motherfucker. Alright. And the other ones.
God, Aegis is so good.
These two. 5 foot step. 5 foot step. They do not have, like, they don't pull short bows. However, they're gonna full attack with their short swords and bites.
Alright.
Which means, in their fucking case, they're looking for not 20 apparently.
Remember that if they attack with a manufactured weapon, the bite's at a -5.
These are Halions, they basically have. Oh, wait, because of something you have?
No, that's just how natural attacks work with manufactured weapons.
It's a bit wonky.
Yeah, it's a bit but it's another attack, so is what it is.
Yeah, that's why I don't have anything on my character outside of just.
Short sword. Nope, and then. Basically, not 20 hunting.
Yeah, basically,
And then
they count as secondary if you have if you attack with a weapon.
Which is kinda weird considering this is like a subtype that gives them +1 to CR. But. Oh well.
I think it's the immunity to fire.
I mean,
they also get fire damage on bite attacks, so that's the thing.
Oh yeah, yeah, that as well. So.
Okay.
I mean,
These
if you want them
two-
to have full to hit, like, that's fine, because we all have high AC anyways.
These two will. Fuck it. Just try to. Hit with short bows, apparently. Zixos.
I think IRC may have gone to the point of annoyance.
I mean, those are not high CR creatures in the end,
Yes.
but still, we'll see. The one that was attacked by Axrak, gonna turn around and try to stab him with a short sword. And probably they are fucking small, but
Well,
I'm not gonna
actually
bother
hit me.
making the tokens smaller.
Mhm.
They are small, but
Actually, do they have weapon finesse?
Presume they do.
I mean, these are like a basic
Because
goblins.
you
They
lose
have
dex for being grappled, so that might not actually hit me.
I mean, they don't have weapon finesse. This is just normally the very basic goblins have +4 to hit normally, but they do not have weapon finesse. So that means they do not get dex bonus to hit.
Well, I mean, as is.
No, wait, that's melee attack. So melee attack you don't use
wh-
dex to hit.
Yeah. Unless they have weapon finesse, which they don't. In which case that hits.
I mean, the thing is that isn't weapon finesse in this rule set that we use. Isn't that just something that anyone can do?
Oh yeah, that is good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, use are players, but I did mention that if I'm doing NPCs, I might not have like want to bother with like changing the feats because PC gen and whatnot.
It's actually it's actually even worse than that, Zach, because they take a -4 penalty to their dex, but they also then take a further -2 just anyway.
Okay, so
Or just
that would
hit.
be
So in that case, that would
19.
miss.
Okay, so
Yep.
never mind.
So that's a -3 to that, yeah.
Huzzah!
Alright.
I don't get stabbed.
And he will try to bite you because that's a.
They get one attack.
Oh, right, because of grappled.
Yep.
Okay, the other one. The other one. Fuck. Step. We'll try to. Actually, no. We'll try to shoot you with a short bow, Azrak.
Oh,
No. And then this one. Fuck. Let's see. Zixos, Zilol, Axrak. Zixos it is. Motherfuck. Zixos.
Alright. Right, let's see. Alright, let's see. Okay. Gonna try and finish off the Bargeist by Success swinging twice, his blade extended by lightning with a rapid strike. cost me
Motherfuck,
2
that bonus to hit.
Yes, because I grabbed a potion of reduced person and I'm spending the points on doing stuff. Yes.
Well, fuck. I mean, good thing he's a fiend, so it's not like he's dead. But that will finish him off on this plane of existence
Alright.
because of all
As-
both of those hits.
As Success, currently very tiny form, swings with a blade extended by lightning, bisecting it and then once doing it once more. And yeah, and he's gonna like, I don't know exactly, shuffle over here. He's just gonna chill. That's my turn.
I was gonna say, if you want, either move 5 feet that way, yeah, that way everything's clear for me to just unleash hell.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. Okay, so Bargus is out today. However, Hellhounds. At the very least, I will have a chance of using their breath weapon attacks.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Here comes the pain.
40. I mean, probably they will be provoking. However, give me a moment. Okay, starting from the left. Yeah, that's within their movement speed. And I think, yeah, no matter how you look at it, they can get both. And what's your range, Zixos? 10?
Yeah.
So he should not provoke if he moves like
Yeah,
that.
he doesn't. He
He does
doesn't
not.
provoke, no.
Okay, so you see as it charges, but it doesn't attack you, it just like howls, it opens its mouth, and already in it you see flames dancing forth, and it just like barfs forth this fiendish fire, which, yeah, Zixos and Coron, please make me a DC 14 reflex save for half damage.
Come on, don't roll a 1. Yes.
Hey.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, don't worry, there's 5 more of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 rounds. This fucking thing is not gonna be able to use its breath attack again. Okay, yeah, the other one goes the same. Breath weapon attack. And another DC 14. No, wait, that's not that. For
I roll 2 more.
Oh, I actually get hit by this one.
yeah, so for the 10 points of damage, so Coron gets full, Zixos another again gets half.
Ow.
Third one. Third one actually wants to get Coron, so
How big is their breath weapon?
yeah, so probably it will go like that, so it will provoke from Zixos. 10-foot cone.
I think it also provokes. I think it does also provoke from Corin as well.
What's your range?
10 feet.
I mean, it just entered your range. However, it provoked from Zixos because it moved from level 5.
For
no.
arrows, does it count as 10 feet for that, or is
Yeah,
it just for movement?
I mean,
It
no,
can't.
it started. It didn't start from here. It was like somewhere here, but I thought that the way it moved, it would.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
Okay, move like that. Okay, that's fine.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Swing!
Okay, with a 22, yeah, that's a hit for 20. I assume your extra damage always applies. It is still alive, so it unleashes its own breath weapon attack. So 2d6 damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So another reflex save. DC 14.
Oh my god. Like a 1 in 50% chance of getting this.
Alright. And then the other remaining. Okay, the one that's fighting with Zilol. Actually, no, I have to use the breath weapon because I will not have chance to use that. So, but on this case, Zilol is in range. So 26. Fuck me. Zilol, you can roll DC 14 reflex.
Come on! Come on!
Oh yeah, I was wondering why the Helion was still alive, but they're immune to fire, aren't they?
Yes, they are. And actually, yeah, I probably didn't have to like even bother with friendly fire, checking for friendly fire. Because they do not give a fuck about fire. And this one... Can I get... Yeah, I think I can. I think I should be able to get Zero and Azrak with this one. Actually, let me double check.
Cut it off.
Does the breath weapon itself provoke?
Considering it is special attack, I don't believe
It
so.
would probably say if it does. So okay. Reflex time.
Okay. So actually, not gonna. So I'm gonna make it actually simpler than that. So I won't be trying to get both Azrak and actually, yeah. So no, it probably would have moved. Never mind. Goes up to Zilol and barfs fire in his face once more.
Alright.
What size of cone is it?
Another DC 14.
10 foot, so it's like this.
Oh, okay.
I'm also assuming, Julius, that using the free action, you would have just locked shields with Corin.
Sure, have an extra AC.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll damage.
I'm just seeing like your giant shield and it's just a little buckler like together.
Okay. Okay, Azrak.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna finish
Well,
this turn and then I'm gonna call it for today.
Alright, kill them all.
Yeah, just keep in mind you do have encouraging rule.
I will use a boost. I'm going to use Strength of Hell. So, how?
Yeah, that first attack kills that goblin. It had 3 hit points left.
And then on the second one, it takes 19 damage.
You mean this one?
I have 10-foot reach. I
Okay.
forgot about that last time.
Okay, so 16, 19. Okay, that also kills it.
Wonderful. I'm going to 5-foot step here.
The hell with you!
First AC.
Alright,
Please give AC.
Zilol.
Alright. I'm going to go. In my order, it's going to go weak hellhound, fresh hellhound, and then we'll go from there.
Alright.
You guys hear this
identify
sound
the
of a
creatures,
chainsaw.
so you know you are looking for 16 to hit on hellhounds.
Alright. How's that?
Motherfuck. Okay. That first attack basically bites the creature in half. Sneak
Alright.
attack doesn't apply, but that's still that creates just minus 20 hit points.
Alright, now here goes the next one.
It dies. Okay, that hits. Damages heavily, but it's still not dead. Okay, that finishes it off.
Alright, then I'm going to 5-foot step to here and keep attacking.
And which target?
We'll go to the one directly in front of me, but that's a miss.
Ooh, yeah, not one, sadly.
So, come on.
Okay, 18 is a hit, and let's say this goblin, right?
Yeah, the one
Okay.
directly south of me.
So exactly 0 hit points, but I'm gonna say it just dies as its hoof just like bashes its face in.
Alright, I got one more. There it is.
And
And
that's
that's
on
on
this
the
one?
one. Yep.
Okay, again, just enough damage to drop it to 0, which means another. The second hoof just crushes
Crushes
second
head.
goblin.
Have a gift.
Alright, that's all.
Yep.
Alright, call on.
Okay. It's gonna seem very quaint in comparison, but Corin just sort of rears back his back to Corbin before going to use the spike on the side of it. I need to actually remove encouraging rule. Give me a moment. Ah, shit! Come on!
Well, welcome to my world.
Yeah. Okay. So So, Corin is going to be using this.
Even if I give Barkes max hit points, that wouldn't survive much longer.
As he goes to swing at... Where is it? Which one? this one first.
Sorry.
And then it's going to be hitting these two here.
Alright. Looking for
Matt.
16.
If I may, I will say, when I run for these guys, I generally start increasing the health things.
Yeah,
have
I know.
Okay. Like for a situation like this, I probably want it. But like,
Yeah, because it's like a random encounter. They are not, and this one actually was like one of the easier random encounters, supposedly, in terms of like damage. Okay, 20 hits for both of them, so that's
these two.
14. So that's a damage. It doesn't kill them because they also have close to max hit points, which is 40.
Yep, Corin is then going to 5 foot step to here. Keeping the shield link with Zixus.
Alright. Okay, and I'm gonna start the next session from the goblins, as I'm gonna call it for today.
Alright, thank you for the session.
Ah,
Session.
Yep, thanks for the session, guys.